Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. This is the second video in our 4-part series called Trust Yourself. This is a series of classes that are 10 to 12 minutes long that are focused on non-stop movement to just get you out of your head and to trust your body if you're feeling like you need just a break from your day. So we're gonna head right into it. You're gonna start standing in tadasana at the top of your mat. So make your way forward. We'll take the feet as wide as the hips to start, and you're just gonna stretch your arms upward. We're gonna take a big lift, and then you're gonna look up, turn your right palm forward, hold on to your right wrist, and just go ahead and lean over to the left side. I want you to start to plug that right foot down to the ground. Inhale and stretch back up. Switch sides, hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Now push into your left foot and then lean over to the right side. Find a little bit more space lifting out of the left waistbands. And then exhale, come back through center. We're just gonna slide the hands right to heart center. You can close your eyes. Tuck your chin down towards your chest slightly. Big breath in. And a huge breath out. Inhale, blink your eyes open. Turn towards the side of your mat and step your feet wide apart. So we want to make sure the feet are parallel to one another to start. And then I want you to turn your left toes so that your foot turns towards the front of the mat. And then you're going to start to bend into that left knee. We'll come into warrior two. So we want to be kind to our inner thighs. You don't have to go super deep into it right off the bat. So maybe you start with like a more conservative foot stance, and then we go a little bit deeper as we get into this. So bend into that front knee, stretch your arms out wide apart from one another, and then I want you to lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades in like you're packing your lats, and then maybe sink a little bit lower so you feel more stability in your upper body. As you inhale, you're gonna arc back. You'll land your right hand towards your right thigh. And then we're going to stretch back up towards warrior two. So just practice that one more time. Inhale, exalt your warrior. You can look up to your top palm, your left palm, and then come back through center. Take your left forearm to your left thigh and stretch the right arm up and over. Maybe look at your right palm here as you push into your right foot. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, straighten your front leg, turn your left toes in, and then we're gonna turn the right foot out, coming into warrior two, second side. Bend into the right knee, look over your right index finger. Inhale, exalt. Exhale, center. One more time. So we're just gonna gently reach the left hand back towards the left thigh, but you're looking up to the right palm and then to center. Side angle. So we're gonna take that right forearm onto the right thigh. You're not gonna just like dump into and just hope for the best here. We wanna activate, open the chest. Then you can stretch your left palm up and then reach left arm up and overhead if your left side allows for it. Take a big bright breath in through your nose here. And exhale. Now inhale, you're gonna lift on up, turn your right toes forward, stretch your arms upward. Exhale, trikonasana to the front of the mat. So turn your left toes forward, take your arms out wide. Now, for a lot of us that are hypermobile in our joints or hyper flexible, you could straighten out that leg and lay into the back of the joint. We don't necessarily want to do that because that can put a lot of stress on the joint. So add a little bend to that left knee and then take your arm down, open up and lift up. So we add that little bend into the left knee and then you can lower down. We're going to brace the core, lift up and switch sides. Turn the left toes forward, turn the right toes out. So notice if you're locking out the joint, just add a little bend to that knee, and then we're gonna come down and lift up. One more time, lower down, trikonasana. Inhale and rise up. Turn your right toes forward, stretch your arms upward. Exhale, warrior two. So you've been here before. We're gonna bend maybe a little bit deeper into it. Inhale, exalt your warrior, stretch up and back. Now as you exhale, you're gonna cartwheel your hands down to the ground. We're gonna lift that right leg up and back behind you. I want you to extend the crown of your head, and then exhale, try to fold a little deeper over that left leg. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold all the way down. Inhale as your halfway lift. You're gonna land that right foot back behind you, open up warrior two. Reach and stretch apart. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Now as you exhale, we're gonna come into skandasana at the back of the mat. So you're gonna bend into that right knee. Left hand comes down to the ground. Stretch your right arm up. Open your chest. And exhale, come down. Inhale, straighten your legs. Pivot so all 10 toes face to the left side of the room and wide-legged forward fold. Second side. Micro bend your knees. Inhale, root to rise. Stretch all the way up. Exhale, bend, turn the right toes to the back of your mat and then bend into the front knee. So you're in maybe a deeper stance for your warrior two. Inhale, exalt it, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Now exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. You're gonna lift that left leg up and back behind you. Now we're gonna lift from the left glute and then exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale and fold. Inhale, extend. Step back to warrior two. And then you'll come into skandasana. So it's like a big grand movement to the front of the mat. We're gonna flex that right foot. Engage your right quadricep. Some of you might even come up onto your left big toe mound. Some people might be down a little bit lower depending on your ankle flexibility. Now from here, we can open up the chest, lift, 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 and then come into wide-legged forward fold. So you kind of bring your hands to the center of the mat, and then we reset with our feet parallel to one another and folding down. Inhale, take a halfway lift here. Exhale and fold. Last flow, here we go. Micro bend your knees, inhale, root to rise, stretch all the way up. Exhale, land in your warrior two. Inhale, left forearm, left thigh, stretch your right arm up and over for side angle. This is the second time we're here. Now from this position, you're gonna rise back up. Take your right hand onto your right hip, bend a little deeper into the left knee. Walk your left hand forward, start to bring that right leg in, and then you're gonna lift it up, lift, lift, lift to open the hip. So we're stacking the right hip on top of the left, and then you're using your left arm for support. Your hand might even be on a block. And then if you feel okay, you're like, okay, I'm gonna trust myself. I'm gonna reach the left arm, right arm up, and then maybe brace your core and start to tent the left fingertips. And then lift the left hand up, maybe stretch it forward, big breath in. Exhale, you're gonna step it back to warrior two like I made it. Inhale, exalt it. Exhale, warrior two. We're gonna straighten the front leg, wide-legged forward fold to reset. Bring it down, big breath in, and a huge breath out. Second side, here we go. Inhale, bend the knees, stretch all the way up. We land in warrior two. So we focus on that back leg. That's gonna give us a lot of support as we move into Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, exalts. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. We're super duper active in the upper body, not just sinking into it. Big breath in, huge breath out. Now you can take your left hand onto your left hip. You stretch the right arm forward and you're like, I'm gonna need some space. So we walk the left leg in, you take the right hand down to the ground, start to glide left leg in, and then we lift it up. And if it starts to turn down to the ground, use your hand to give you some feedback. Push the hip into the hands, open your chest, then optionally we stretch the left arm upward. Maybe that right hand walks in, maybe you tent your fingertips and then you're like, I'm gonna lift the hand, and maybe you bring it down and then you lift it and find your balance. Trust yourself, and if you come out, you can go right back in. One more inhale. Exhale, we slowly start to lower back down to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your legs, stretch all the way up, and come into wide-legged forward fold. Huge breath in here, and let it go. One more inhale, push into the outer edges of your feet, and exhale. All right, slowly, 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 begin to come all the way up. Take your hands upward. And then we're gonna do final little stretch for the upper back. You're gonna take your arms wide, turn your palms up, draw your shoulder blades together, lean back as you push into your feet, big breath in here. And then exhale, you can take your hands to center, close your eyes. One more inhale. And exhale. Blink your eyes open, heel ball toe your feet together, and you made it through your second class of this 4-part series. I hope you have a little bit more insight into trusting your body as you trust your mind and the rest of your day. All right, I love you all so much, and I'll see you next week.